Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone. We are now doing our Govinda class, and this is a very simple lesson. This coursework is called Who Am I? And most of you kids already know enough about it. So since this is the holiday season, we are just having a very simple topic, and all of you can really catch up very fast on this. Many of you have done it even in the Damodar kids class, so it's going to be very, very easy. Okay, so today's lesson 2 on Who Am I? Okay, we'll start with the prayers. Om Namaste Parvati Devi Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, let's do 6 times, okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, very nice. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. This is Akshita. Sorry I joined late.
That's okay. Thank you for joining.
This is Ramachandra.
Hare Krishna Ramachandra. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna, welcome to the call. Hare Krishna Gail, welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Thank you also.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Nandini.
Hare Krishna Nandini. Hare Krishna Jagannath. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Mataji?
Yes.
Are we going to say the verses alone?
Yes, we are going to do the verse. So repeat after me. Nainam chintanti shastrani. Nainam dahati pavakaha. Na chainyam kledayantyapo. न शोषयति मारुतः नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः. Okay, translation. The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. So let me see if you can guess the meanings of these words. What's the meaning of apa? Apaha.
Water.
Water, yes. Bhumi, apo, nala, vayu, akasha, right? So bhumi, apa. Apa is always referring to water. Okay, apa. What is maruta?
Wind.
Maruti. Okay. Who is Maruti?
Hanuman.
Why is he called Maruti? Come on. You know the meaning of Maruta is wind.
Because his dad was wind.
He's the son of wind.
Yes. So his name is Maruti because he's the son of wind god. Maruta, Maruti. Okay. What is Pavakaha?
Fire.
Shastra.
Weapon.
Weapon. What is Astra?
Weapon.
What is Astra? Okay, tell me what is Astra, what is Shastra?
Shastra is a weapon.
Weapon.
Okay, and what is Astra?
Weapon that kills somebody. Mataji, Shastra is a book.
Oh yes, Shastra is a book. That is correct. This is Shastra.
And
so there are two.
Astra is a weapon.
So we have Shastra, Astra, and Shastra. Shastra is scripture, as Suraj said. Okay. Shastra is weapon. Astra is also a weapon. But you know what kind of weapon?
What?
A weapon that is impelled by a mantra. So you've seen in ancient times, they just don't use any physical weapons. They just don't use arrows or swords as it is. You know what they do? They chant a mantra and they empower that. Yes, everyone mute. I'm echoing. Thank you. Okay. Please mute. Okay, let me see who's unmuted. Can everyone mute? Please mute yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So, you know the difference between Shastra and Astra? Shastra is just a weapon, just like you have an arrow or a sword. That is Shastra. But if you chant a mantra and empower it, you see some mantra, and then you throw that, it becomes an empowered weapon. That is called as an Astra. Okay, so you know this word Brahmastra, right? So Brahmastra is empowered by, so they are different. Shastra is just a physical weapon. So here the word uses Shastra, that is just a weapon. Okay, it can be an arrow or a sword or a mace or something like that. It's not empowered by a mantra. So Shastra, as Suraj said, it is the scripture is called as Shastra. So remember these words, it will be helpful for you. Okay? Now, so let's see what we have in lesson 2. Okay? In lesson 2, we are learning that actually you are the soul and you're not the body. Okay? The soul and the body are non-different. If I tell Suraj, who are you? You should be able to say, I'm soul, I'm spirit soul. You should not say, oh, I am Suraj, I am son of so and so, I study in this school, I look like this. No, that's actually not your identity. Your real identity is that you are a spirit soul. Okay, so in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that you are different from your body. You are different from the external body that you have. The body is born and it dies, but the soul, it is eternal. It neither has birth nor does it have death. It always exists. So even after this body is finished, okay, even after your lifetime, the soul continues to exist. You are eternal. So every one of you on the call is eternal. There is no question of death for the soul. Okay, only the body dies, but you are eternal. The soul, it lives forever and forever. The soul lives forever. And your true self is not the body. Your true self is actually the soul. It is not the body.
She said go in the story.
Okay. So, therefore, there is a beautiful Bhagavad Gita verse which is also a part of our syllabus. We have to also memorize this verse. Okay? And this verse specifically talks about the nature of the soul. Yes, tell me.
I know this locker.
Okay, but we'll do it together, okay? Because there could be many people who don't know. So just try to repeat and then we can all take turns, okay? Repeat after me. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Okay, I have so many experts on the call. Is there anyone who doesn't know this verse? Okay, so now you can repeat. Okay, we'll do a different meter. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता न भूयात् अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Okay. For the soul there is never birth or death.
For the soul there is never birth or death.
Not having once been, does he ever cease to be. He is unborn. Eternal. Ever existing. Undying. And primeval. He is not slain. When the body is slain. Okay, what is Jayate? Jayate. What is Jayate?
To win.
Okay, Jayate is very right. Okay, not Jayate.
Never
born. Okay, Mrityu. Mriyate. Yes. Shashvata. Eternal. Very good. Purano means what? Okay, everyone be on mute. If you're going to shout, be on mute.
When he's doing that, you just grab this and come. It's not fast.
Can someone help with muting? I'm not able to mute. Okay, can someone tell the meaning of Purana? Old, yes. Purana is old. Okay, very nice. So we have two verses, and I'm sure most of you know this verse, and it's also easy to memorize. So you can memorize these two verses. Okay. Now let's get into some details about what we are going to learn in our class. And everyone can please be on mute. It will be helpful. Okay, thank you. Okay. So now we are going to see the nature of the soul. Okay. The soul is very, very tiny. Even if you search for it with a microscope, you cannot see it. But the soul is supposed to be as brilliant as thousands of suns. It is so brilliant, but still you cannot see it. Anyone knows where the soul rests in the body?
In your heart.
Yeah, in the region of your heart. Yeah. So the soul rests in the region of the heart. It is extremely brilliant, but it's very, very tiny. Even if you have the most powerful microscope, you cannot see where the soul is. And do you know the size of the soul? Anyone knows?
One fifth of the hair.
Yeah, correct. 1 by 10,000 part of the tip of the hair. So if you see the tip of your hair, that head of the hair, the tip, and you divide it into 10,000 parts, that one single portion, that 1/10,000th part is the size of the soul. That's only an approximation. So you can never ever see it even with the strongest microscope. Okay? So therefore, we can't see our soul. But still, we know that the soul exists. How do you think you are aware that there is a soul? What makes you think that there is a soul?
Because without it, the soul is the thing that makes the heart pump, which makes and the heart pumping makes the blood circulate through your body through the veins for your body to work.
Oh, very nice. So the soul is the thing that is. Yes.
When you die, your body's still there, but your soul is gone.
Oh, okay, interesting. So it is the soul.
And also, Bhagavad Gita Krishna tells in 2.13 that the soul is the soul is never dead. It only goes to. You have to
one
try
body
to
to the other.
You have to try to get the soul goes to one body to another.
Yes, that's right. So therefore, we know there is a soul as long as we are alive or we are conscious, right? So soul actually gives life to our body. If there is no soul, there is no question of life in our body. So we know that there is a soul because we are alive. When we are alive and we are conscious, we understand that there is a soul and this is just not a physical body. There is something beyond that. Okay? Now, why do you think it is very special to be born as a human being? Do you all accept that this birth is very special, this human birth?
Yes.
How many forms of life are there? How many forms of life are there according to scriptures? How many species? 8 million?
400,000.
Yes, that's the number of species according to our scriptures. So the Padma Purana explains that there is 8,400,000 species. Okay, in that, human life, 400,000 forms of human life is there actually. So human birth is very, very special. Why do you think we are very special? We are very special compared to animals. Why do you think so?
Because you can actually serve Krishna.
Wow, very nice. You can serve Krishna. That's very nice. Anything else?
You can do bhakti, but animals cannot.
Yes, that is right. Then? So the basic is that you can ask the question who you are. You all can ask the question, who am I? What is my relationship with God? Who is God? You can ask these questions. Animals cannot ask these questions. You have the intelligence to ask the real questions of life. What is the real question that one must be asking? Who am I? Who is God? Why am I here? What is my relationship with God? How do I go back to Him? So these are the most important questions that one must ask, And that is possible only if you are a human being. If you're an animal, have you seen animals asking questions around? What kind of questions do you think they would ask animals?
Where's my prey?
Yeah, where's my prey? Very good.
Where's my place to sleep?
Yes, where's my place to sleep? Very good. You're all so smart. Yes, they're only worried about food and sleep. That's all. That's real life. But we human beings, we are so intelligent. And we should ask the right question. We should ask about, who am I? What is my relationship with God? Who is God? Okay, this is very important. So, when we understand that we are just not this body, but we are spirit soul, we can be really, really happy. And even when we have the biggest troubles, okay, the biggest problems, you can understand all these troubles are on a bodily platform. Everything is related to the body. No trouble is related to the soul. Okay, there is actually no problem with the soul at all. Whatever troubles we have, can you tell me what is the biggest problem you're facing? Anyone? What is the biggest problem you're facing in school? Did anyone bully you for anything?
Social studies.
Social studies. Math, social studies, too much studies, huh? Studies is the biggest problem. Even studies is on a bodily platform, you know. So as long as you understand that you're the soul, all your problems will become very, very small. You understand you're the soul, you're a servant of Krishna, you're an eternal part and parcel of Krishna. Anything else in this material world appears very, very small. Not only that, you will see everyone with an equal vision because you will understand all your friends are actually parts of Krishna. Everyone is a soul. The real identity of every person is a soul. It's not their body. So when you understand they are soul, you will understand they are a part of Krishna. So as long as they are a part of Krishna, they are to be loved. Everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna. Everyone is spiritual. Therefore, you will see everyone as being very nice, very good, because Krishna loves them and Krishna loves you. Krishna is there in your heart, Krishna is there in their hearts as well. So you will see everyone with equal vision when you understand that you are soul and you are not the body. So we'll be kind to everyone because we are very dear to Krishna. As much as Krishna loves you, he loves everyone else also. So when you get that understanding, you will be very kind and very nice to everyone. Okay, so try to think from the soul platform instead of thinking from the bodily platform. That will help you to overcome all problems and see everyone as very nice people. Every living entity is a soul, right? All the animals, they all have a soul within them. The elephant has a soul, the giraffe has a soul, the monkey has a soul. Not only that, all the plants have a soul. Any living entity in this world has a soul. All the human beings have a soul. There are so many kinds of human beings. Everybody has a soul. And each one of them, all these animals, this plant, all these human beings, everybody is a part and parcel of Krishna. Everyone belongs to Krishna. So everyone is equal in the eyes of Krishna. Now, let's see more about the soul. So, you tell me one thing. If the sun is out, okay, and the clouds come and cover the sun, do you still get sunlight or no?
Little.
Yes. Yes, you will get. Not as bright as how it was when it was uncovered, but still you will get sunlight, right? So, the sun's rays pervade everywhere. Okay? Everywhere the sun's rays is pervading. Similarly, though the soul is present in one spot, visiting the region of your heart, still the presence of the soul is felt throughout the body and you feel alive because of the soul. Okay, if I come and pinch you, you will feel pain. Why? Because the consciousness is pervading around the body. The entire body is aware of the presence of the soul. It pervades everywhere, just like how the sunshine is pervading everywhere from the sun. In spite of so many coverings, clouds move, they come, they go. Yes, the intensity is reduced, but still sun's rays pervade. Like that, the presence of the soul is felt throughout the body, though it is present in one small tiny area. So they also say, if you just put a small drop of sandalwood paste on your forehead, the entire body becomes cool. Okay? Like that, the small tiny soul that is present, it pervades throughout the entire body. And this soul, it never dies. So what's the difference between a living body and a dead body? You already said this answer.
Only difference is that the body is only there.
Yes, correct.
And the dead body
It has no soul in it, and a live body has soul in it.
Yes, correct. That's correct. So if you go and pinch a dead body, it will not feel any pain because the soul is not there. As long as the soul is there, everything is felt. Okay? So the difference between something that is dead and alive is just the presence of the soul. But the soul never dies. Only the body dies. The soul just moves on. It takes another body and it keeps going on and on till it reaches Krishna. Even there it is always active with Krishna. It's always serving Krishna. So the problem with us is that we have forgotten that we are actually spirit soul. We are identifying so much with our body, so much with our body. We are thinking, oh, I'm so short, I am dark, I am fair. There are so many designations we are having. We are thinking I'm Indian, I'm American, I'm Chinese. All these designations. We have really forgotten that we are spiritual. That is because we are so materially attached to this world and we are always functioning on a bodily platform. But it is very important for us to understand our true nature. How do we uncover our true nature? What do you think are some tools to uncover the real nature of a person, that we are spirit soul? How do we understand that? What are some methods that our teachers have taught us, spiritual masters have taught us? To realize that we are...
Realize that we are the soul?
Yeah, to realize that you're a soul and you're a servant of Krishna. What are some tools to realize that?
To chant.
To chant, yes. So the more you chant, the more you uncover all the designations that you have. You remove all that covering one by one and you realize that you are the soul. You are spirit soul. So chanting is very, very important. Okay, the more you chant, the more you realize your spiritual nature. And this human birth is very, very rare. We should make full use of it. Because we have this human birth, we should ask correct questions. We should uncover our true nature by engaging in bhakti, chanting, hearing. All these are very important aspects. The more we do that, the more we realize we are the servants of Krishna, we are spirit souls, and the more happy we become. But whereas in animals, they do not have this intelligence. They cannot ask, who am I? Who is God? For them, all that they are worried about is, as you all said, they are worried about their prey, they are worried about their shelter, they are worried about food. This is the only problems that they have. So you see this piggy here, he's saying, oh, this is the life for me, just the way it should be. I sniff and snort and eat and sleep, and I frolic merrily. So he's always worried about eating and sleeping. And this little kitten here, he says, oh, the world is a wonderful place, just a dream come true, a paradise of birds and mice, just made for me and you. So the kitten is worried about mice, catching mice. And this horsey here, he says, oh, life is full of cherries, what a lot of fun. I jump and play and eat my hay until the day is done. So this is all we are worried about. But we shouldn't be like that. You all know this famous story of the bird in a cage. Huh? There was an old lady who got a cage. It was a beautiful golden cage and she had a bird in that. She would sing a song and the bird would always repeat the song. This went on for a long time. She loved her bird, she loved her cage. But the only mistake she did was she only took care of the cage. She would keep polishing the cage, but she would never ever feed the bird. So she realized over a period of time, this bird stopped responding. The bird couldn't sing properly after her. It just stopped singing because it didn't have any energy to sing. It was not being fed properly. And one fine day, the bird died. So, as our situation is also very similar to this. We are taking care of the outside. We are taking care of the body. We are taking care of our bodily demands. But we are forgetting the soul within. We are forgetting the bird within. The soul. How do you take care of the soul? Anyone knows how you take care of the soul? For the body, you can eat nicely, you can sleep nicely, you can play nicely, you can do so many things for the body. How do you take care of the soul?
You can serve Krishna.
Yes.
You can talk to Krishna.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Chant, hear, serve Krishna, engage in devotional service. The more you do that, the more you feed the soul. Yes, that's correct. See Krishna. Yes, the more you do all of this, the soul is fed and you feel real happiness. Okay, the bodily happiness is, yes, it is happiness, but real happiness comes from within. When you are happy, when the spirit soul is fed, that's when real happiness is experienced. So, the soul is alive in everyone's heart. You see all these people here, everyone has the soul. And the body, it needs a guide, just as a car needs a driver. Just as a car cannot just function, it just cannot go without a driver. Okay, unless it's you're using a remote control to control the car. Okay, that's a toy. But for a real car to be moving on the road, you need a driver. You need someone to, drive the car and make it move. So similarly, this body is just like the external. It is like a car. But the person who's actually making it function is the soul within. So just as a car needs a driver, this body also needs a guide, and that guide is our soul. Okay? So therefore, today we understand that the soul is eternal, the soul never dies, and the soul is our real self. We are the soul, and our body is useless without the soul. Now let's do the question and answers. The soul lives for 1,000 years?
Forever.
Okay, very good. Forever.
Forever.
Okay. The soul is as bright as the sun, 1,000 stars, 1,000 suns. What's the correct answer?
1,000 suns.
Very good. The soul gives life to animals, all living beings, humans and demigods.
All living beings.
The soul is the real self, too small to see with a powerful microscope, eternal, all of the above.
Eternal.
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 Okay, the ones who said eternal, you don't believe that the soul is too small to see with a microscope?
It is.
It is, right? So you don't believe it's the truth, it's your real self? So therefore the answer is all of the above. The soul is the real self, it's too small to see with a microscope, and it is eternal. It lives forever. So that is the nature of the soul. So that's all. Wait. That's all we have. These lessons are very short and it's very easy because you're all experts in this. Okay, you know all the verses of second chapter. You know the concept that I am the soul, I'm not the body. Though it's hard to realize, at least you know it theoretically. So you all will do very well, and the semester will also end fast. We'll take a lot of holidays. We'll break a lot in this semester. Okay. So we'll end the class today, and we'll meet tomorrow within lesson 3. Vancha kalpataru vescha kripa sindhu